Hi guys, welcome to another episode of learning how to crochet for absolute beginners. Alright, in our previous video we learned about how to tie a slip knot and how to also make a chain stitch. Now in this video we are going to be teaching how to crochet a single crochet stitch, and we are going to use a single crochet stitch to make a piece, a pouch, a foam pouch. I am going to attach a video or a picture to this video to show you exactly what we're going to make using single crochet stitches. And I encourage you to try doing this, to try, making something for yourself while learning how to crochet. This will help you remember. Practice make perfect, right? So today we are going to be learning how to make a single crochet stitch. Kindly subscribe to my channel, kindly like and leave a comment, and also kindly put on your notification bell so as not to miss an episode from us. So let's get into the business of today. So you don't need much. For a beginner, you don't need much. You only need your yarn of any kind at all. You need your yarn, you need a pair of scissors, you need a crochet hook. I'm using 3.5 millimeter. You should get something like this or something smaller than this, but not too small so you don't find it difficult. And then you need a tip for measurement. All right, so let's move ahead. Now first and first, we are going to tie a slip knot, and like I said, we're going to do it like this. You tie this around your finger, you pull out, and then you move it backwards. You can see it inside here. You take your hook and then you drag it out. Then we have just tied a slip knot, and then we are going to make a chain stitch because most projects start with a chain stitch. So we are going to make 15 chain in total. Make sure your chain isn't too tight. It's easier for your hook to freely move. Alright, and then you yarn over and pull. We've made one, yarn over and pull two, yarn over, pull three, yarn over, pull four, yarn over, pull five, yarn over, pull six, yarn over, pull seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then we are going to make an extra one. You know why? Because we are going to start from the second chain next to your hook, not the one immediately close to your hook. You skip this one and then you move to the next stitch. So we are going to start from this particular stitch here. Now this is what we are going to do. You insert your hook into the stitch, you yarn over, you pull. Now you have two, and then you yarn over and pull all two. Now this stitch here is called single crochet stitch. Now let's do it again. You insert your hook, you yarn over and pull. you have two, you yarn over and pull all two. Now this is what we call single crochet stitch. Now let's keep going. Yarn over, pull, you have two, yarn over, pull all two. You insert into the next, you yarn over, you pull, you have two, you yarn over, you pull all two. Let's keep going. Insert into the next loop, you yarn over and pull, you have two, and then you pull all two. Now let's keep going on until we get to the end of our stitch. Now this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Now let's keep going. Yarn over, pull, you have two, yarn over, pull all two. You have two, yarn over, pull all two. And pull all two. You pull all two, pull all two. You have two, yarn over and pull all two. Now this is it, right? And then this is what a single crochet stitch looks like. Now we've gotten to the end of our stitch. You yarn over and pull, and then you turn. Right now, if you look in here, you're going to see that we have this loop here, and then we have this one in front. So this one at the back is called your back loop, and this one facing you is called the front loop. Now in some projects you have to walk through your back loop, and in some projects you have to walk only through your front loop. But in this project we're going to use both loop. Now let's go ahead. You insert your hook, you yarn over, just like we've been doing. You have two, you pull all two. Then you insert your hook, you yarn over and pull all two. Now let's keep going. Yarn over, pull, you have two, you pull all two. You have two, you pull all two. Now let's keep going. Pull all two, you pull all two. You have two, and this is our last chain. Now you insert, you yarn over, you have two, you pull all. Make sure not to miss any chain so that you can have a uniform end. You can have a uniform end. All right, make sure you don't miss any chain at both ends. Now we've gotten to the end of this particular row. What do? We yarn over and then we turn. Now this is what we have here. Now this stitch here is called single crochet stitch. This is what we call a single crochet stitch. Now remember that we are making a foam pouch while learning how to make a single crochet stitch. Now we've yarned over, we've turned, and then let's continue. Yarn over, turn, yarn, insert, you have two, yarn over, pull, you have two, you yarn over, you pull, you have two, you yarn over and pull. Now this is it. Like I said, we have a uniform edge here. Now let's keep going. Like I said, we are making a phone pouch, or rather a phone purse, something that can contain your cell phone. Now let's see if this is enough. You can see. So we are going to make this to be twice the length of this phone. We are going to make this. This is where we are now, right? We are going to crochet up until this end and the same length. That is twice this length because we want something that will accommodate the whole phone, right? Now you are going to measure the length of your phone if you want. I don't know the kind of phone you're using, but phones are not the same in size. So you're going to measure the length of your phone, then make twice of that. So I am going to make this until I've gotten to 15 and a half inches. 15 and a half inches. Now let's keep going. Don't forget, you insert your hook in the loop, you yarn over, you pull, you have two, then you yarn over and pull all two. Now we've gotten to this end. What do? We yarn over and pull, then we turn. This is what single crochet stitch looks like. Then we insert into the next one, yarn over, you have two, and then you pull all two. You insert, you have yarn over, you have two, you pull all two, you have two, you pull all two. Now let's keep going. You can see that it is coming into just it is becoming something nice. Now let's keep going. You pull, and this is our last stitch. You insert, yarn over and pull, you have two loop, yarn over and pull all two. So let's keep going. Now what I'm trying to achieve here is I'm trying to achieve a length of 15.5, that is 15 and a half inches. Now let's keep going. We are going to, when we get to that point, we are going to finish it up together. So like I said, I am going to stop at 15 and a half inches. Now this is where I am. All right, now this is the length I just made. Now let's measure. Let's take a measurement of this. This is one, and then I have 15. You can see I have 15 and a half inches on the dot. Now let me show you how this is going to look like. Now this is my cell phone. Like I said, we have to make something as twice as the length of this. So this is it. Now All right, this is what we have. Now this is it. So we are going to we are going to cover both ends here and here, right? But we are going to cover both ends here and here, and we are going to put a button here, just something to make it more beautiful, and then you cover it. All right, so this is what it's going to look like when we are done. We are going to cover both ends, and we are going to if you want yours to be open like this, it's also nice. You just cover both ends and leave it like this. But I want mine to be closed, and I want to make something that goes over this, right? So you can be able to lock it, close it using when it's going over this fancy button. Then we are going to make um something you can hold it with, maybe a hand or something. So like I said, you don't have to have everything to start crocheting. You can see I don't have stitch marker. I'm supposed to use my stitch marker to you know tack this or to mark my stitch and know where I want this to stop. If you want yours to be maybe shorter like this, fine, but I want mine to be well covered. So you can start with something you improvise. I'm using this. Just be careful if you want to try this too. Just be careful not to hurt yourself. So now let's cover this together. So we're going to be starting from this end here. We are going to knit. We are going to crochet and cover all this, right? And then we are going to still keep crocheting round, and then we are not going to cover here. We just need to give it a nice finishing. Then we are going to still cover all here. So let's start from this end. From this end, you insert your crochet into the very end. I'd like to start from here. Yeah, this is it. And then you take your wool. Don't forget to make a, and then you pull, right? And then over, and then you pull, and then you go to the next. You have to you pull. Make sure it's as neat as possible. Pull. You can see you're covering it. You have to. Now, if you notice, we are closing this space using our single crochet stitch. Now let's keep going. You have two, and then have two, You can also close here using a needle if you want, but since we are talking about single crochet here, I want to just use a single crochet for everything so that we can master how to use a single crochet stitch. Let's keep going. Okay, all right. Now let's take out this. Now we've gotten to the end of this. Don't forget that we are going to tie this tail, and then we are going to also hide it. Now we've gotten to the end. This is what it looks like. All right, guys, so we have been able to stitch here together and also here. So now let's see how what it looks like. Now this is it. So my phone is all in, and then we are going to what cover. And this is what it looks like. It's so fine. Don't forget that we are not done yet. We are still going to add a fancy button here, like I said earlier. Okay, we are going to attach this fancy button here, like I pointed out earlier, and we are going to add a, a chain stitch that goes around this. So you look for the middle of your stitch here. I think mine is here, right? But I don't want to start from here. I will start from this particular stitch, this one over here. I'm going to make a total of maybe 20. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. If it's not enough, we'll add. If it's too much, we'll reduce. So you add your stitch here, you chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see, does it go around? Yeah, so let's make another 10. 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now let's see if it's not too long. Yeah, I think it's too long. Take away 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take away 5 stitches. And then let's see. Let's add 1, 2. I think this should do. This should do for me. This should do for me. So I am going to, this is the middle, right? I left one stitch and I went to the next. I'm also going to leave one, then I will start from here. And then right, and then you cut. So this is it. Much better. Now we are going to hide this still. We're going to hide it still. Don't just cut it, hide it. Hide it like this. Put it inside here and hide it and keep going until it's maybe very hidden, and then you can cut. And then you can cut it. Now this is it. So let's attach this. You know it's not attached. I like it here. If you want yours to be longer, you just do it the same way we've done this, but you know, your own design. So I'll be using this needle. I would really advise you go for the plastic or rubber needle. But if you're careful like me, you can go for this. This is not so advisable, but if you're careful like me, you can opt for this. So let's attach our wool into this needle and then sew this in. Okay, it's attached. Now let's take out our front of this, and then this is where I want it to be, here. So I don't want to start underneath. This will do. Okay, and then you have to be careful. So it's, well, I think I'll have to go inside so it stays firm. Then let's take it in so we can hide our stitch properly. I think this is okay. Now let's see how this turned out. Okay, my phone is all in. We'll talk in this soon, and then now this is how it turned out. This is exactly how this turned out. Cute, isn't it? We're gonna cut this or tuck it in. Now this is it. All right, if you want to, maybe something you want to, you know, carry over your over your shoulder, you can make something here, crochet a stitch chain, a very long one, and attach it here. But I think I am going to stop here, and then when we are done with the slip, with the you know, chain stitch, maybe you can make over 100 depending on how long you want it to be, right? But then you can agree with me that the final result is beautiful.